Washington are going to latch on to monkeypox or they're going to latch on to Taiwan. At this time, I think they're going to latch on to monkeypox for a simple reason. Monkeypox don't hit back. See? So I think that they're going to start ramping up the hysteria on monkeypox. Even, as I said before, it is a trivial malady. It's trivial. But they're going to need some crisis. They need to scare the sheep into voting Democrat. And fighting a war with Taiwan has too many variables. Fighting with the Russians via the Ukrainian proxy didn't work out now, did it? And so monkeypox it is. And a final note, before I end this video. See, the Americans knew from the get-go that egging on Ukraine into this war was going to be worse for the Ukrainians. It might weaken the Russians, it might not, as it didn't, as this has shown that it did not weaken the Russians. On the contrary, it's made them stronger. It's also made them a lot more self-confident as to what they can do. And that is a lot. That matters, okay? But see, from the get-go, Washington, the West, they knew that Ukraine could never beat the Russians. They knew that Ukraine was going to be a living, breathing sacrifice. A sacrifice on the altar of American hegemony and Joe Biden and the Democratic Party's electoral fortunes. The tens of thousands of brave Ukrainian soldiers who have died in this conflict died so that Joe Biden could have more representatives in the House of Representatives and more senators in the Senate. They died for nothing, and the worst part is that the people in Washington knew that they would be dying for nothing. If I were Ukrainian, I wouldn't be upset with the Russians. I wouldn't be upset with the Poles or even the Europeans. I'd be upset with the Americans. The Americans caused this. Deliberately, knowingly, knowing that the Ukrainians could never win. If I were the father of a Ukrainian soldier, frankly, I would take matters into my own hands.